All right. All new episode. Run and Tell That podcast. How was y'all week?
You know what?
Not too bad.
I had a great week. I can't complain, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Oh
hear you.
yeah.
All right.
Good
hmm
with me.
How about
We good?
how about Dell?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
good?
Great, great, great. You guys had a great week too?
Oh yeah. Can't complain.
Good, good, good.
So far so good. My work week don't end until Tuesday, but it's pretty good so far. Can't complain.
I thought you was
But
gonna say it don't end until you slide up into something different.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
you know what? I I feel like that's a shot fired. All right, before we get into the topic, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So I went and stopped and got my mom a salad, right? So me and my brother on the phone, but for a brief second, I think he forgot I was on the phone. Next thing I know, I'm sitting there waiting on him to make the salad, and I hear row 24, my brother say, "Yeah, all you gotta do is suck on it, and then you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
listen, Ella.
You can suck on it, and then after that, you should be able to crunch it. What the hell are
Listen,
you
Ella.
talking about? Let me find
Listen,
out.
Ella.
Let me find out. And him and his lady was talking about something I didn't want to hear.
Oh,
Listen, Ella.
All you gotta do
Listen,
is
Ella.
all you gotta do is suck on it a little bit, you know. Then you can crunch on what? What the hell y'all got going on?
so they want to talk
She
about no
asked me to
ice
stop and
chips.
get. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it
I don't
was.
know. He was not talking.
That's
Oh,
what it
no,
was.
that's what he said after I said something about it. I said, "What the hell going on over there?" He acted like he didn't hear me the first time I asked the question. So the second time,
Mm.
I'm like, "What's going on over there?" Because if you need to get off the phone, then we can hang up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh no, we talking about
Listen.
ice."
Yes, what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
might have been. My first thought was ice chips. We suck on it, crunch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thought. Looking out for you, Ro.
Appreciate you.
Let me tell you something. You know what? I think it's kind of messed up because Ro can sit there and say stuff about me. Dale don't look out for me. Dale cosigns to what
He
everything
listen.
Ro
He
say.
look out for you too. He look out for you too.
When?
No, I'm looking out
When?
for you too, bro. I'm
The
just
only
saying
time,
though.
Yeah.
no, the only person that looked out for me was him. He looked out for me last week when he said,
Yes, sir.
"You know what? Gerard ain't rimmed nobody out." You know what I'm saying? That was the lookout.
That's right. And that's what
But
him do.
we-
Look,
exactly.
him just like the alphabet. Him just like the alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. Yeah,
But
but
you know what? What's so
mhm.
funny about what you guys just said. I love how the way you said that, bro. Is that dang on? He's sitting there chipping on ice.
Yeah, ice.
He's sitting on chip.
Once you suck it,
Hey,
you
yeah.
can crunch it.
Hey, look, but hey, Road Dog. I hate to tell you this,
Yeah.
man. You crunching on ice. Once again, I gotta agree with Gerard. Look, man, what the heck you doing?
I'm just saying.
Huh?
And see that,
She asked me
and
to
see
bring
that's the
up. She asked
thing.
me to bring up some ice, so I brought her some ice.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. All I heard was, "Yeah, all you gotta do."
Suck
And
it
then
and crunch it.
it was no, but it was the smoothness in which he said it. He was like, "Yeah, all you gotta do is suck it." You know what I'm saying?
Suck
And
on it.
yeah, but
And
crunch
and
on it.
Listen at
crunch
him.
it.
You can crunch on it a
Listen
little
at him.
bit.
Crunch it.
I said, God damn. I said, "Well," I said, "Oh hell, I hear you with your boyish charm. I hear you."
But now again, you don't forget you big brother. You supposed to be kind of coaching and guiding and have an understanding.
Look,
That's right.
look. No, because if you go back to the show that we not supposed to talk about, he was the one giving the
Oh,
class.
sweet Jesus. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. He was.
Mm.
He was
He was
giving a
teaching the
class,
whole class.
teaching the whole class.
Mm.
Listen.
So I mean, I'm
Is it
just saying.
really teaching? Is it really teaching if you just given the tidbits that was given to you. So I'm just passing on the notes that you gave me to
I don't
everybody
know.
else.
No, because I'm gonna be honest with you.
You must
As
be
you was talking,
truthful
as
with
you was
what
talking,
you know.
as no, as you was talking, I pulled out my pen and my notepad and took notes.
Mm. Okay.
Kid Gerard.
Nah.
Okay.
All right, Gerald. I see you on that.
So baby brother teaching now.
You know, I'm just saying. Hey, look.
I see.
The student has surpassed the teacher. I had to take some notes.
I see.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying. Yo, so
Seems to
you
me
stick
like
your
the
thumb
notes
well?
you was. It sounded like what
You
you did
stick.
was.
That's all like no. That's what you said in that show. Yeah,
That's what you told
you gotta
me.
stick your, you gotta stick that thumb in there, and they gotta make that noise. That whatever that noise you made, I was like, oh wow, really? I gotta
I
write that down.
I remember.
I
I
think we
rem,
need. I think we gotta
I
write that
remember
down.
that.
Yeah, we
I
gotta write
remember
that
that.
down. I ain't know that. I ain't know
I
that.
just know what you told me, and I said I'll go ahead and say it for you
I can't,
on the
I
show.
can't
So
say
that's what I did.
I can't.
Mm-mm.
Look, I can't do it tonight, y'all. Y'all gotta stop, man, because that
I
show
mean, I'm just
was
saying,
one of a kind. Let's just say
it
that.
was, it was, because I was shocked to hear the things I heard when I pulled up at that McDonald's drive-through that night as I was on the show. I was shocked and appalled.
Mm.
I, I find that highly unlikely.
I kind of do,
I don't know.
but
Let me tell you something.
we're gonna
You told enough
we're gonna.
good stories to
I
make
have
other
no stories,
people
sir.
lie
I
about
have no
their
stories, sir.
stories.
No, no. Some people are just plain out liars and can't help themselves. That's it.
You know.
1792.
But we're gonna go ahead and get into tonight's title, episode
All right.
83. Have you ever fumbled a pass that someone else intercepted? I want to go first
So
because I got
Hey,
one. Can
so
I
no,
go
no.
first?
Before we get
No, no. Go ahead.
started,
Go ahead.
let's
Go
get
ahead.
some clarity on that.
let me clarify
Hmm.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
when you think about fumble, okay, so it could be a job,
Yeah. Yeah.
it could be a man, it could be a woman,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
could be you at the grocery store, it could be anything that you fumble. You know what I'm
Perfect
saying?
watermelon. You let it
Yeah, you
go.
let that.
Somebody else
You know what
picked
I'm
it
saying?
up.
But what we talking about tonight? Have you ever, man and man, fumble another man? I lied. We ain't talking about that. We talking
What
about
the
you.
hell? Everybody got quiet as shit.
Wait a minute.
Everybody got
That
quiet as
sounded.
shit.
Wait a minute. I didn't sign up for that
Everybody got
shit.
quiet as hell.
They're like, man,
but but
I'm
but
getting ready to close up my stuff and go home, man. Ain't talking about that.
but you know what? If you look at fumble, like each and every one of us have a story to tell about
Exactly. You
fumbling.
failed to receive.
You know what I'm saying? Like it could be like you had the perfect
Yeah.
money in the account,
Pass.
and then
Shit.
someone came and made you actually made look. You could actually took that person out to eat dinner.
Yeah.
You ain't had $200. You knew you got about $200 in there, and she ended up ordering a tomahawk steak. That's $80.
That's $80 by itself.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fumble. I mean, look, she had to move on to somebody else that gonna
And
pick it
somebody
up.
else took her home.
That's right. But go ahead, Gerard.
Oh, I'm gonna play the message first.
Ah, hell yeah. Hey, I fumbled my ex, bro. Hell yeah, I fumbled that shit. And it was a bounce pass from one of my homies from long
Mm.
time. I met her when I was like
God
9.
damn.
I knew her before I knew her. And she
All
was
right.
like, hey, what's the so-and-so wanna holler at you? I was like, for real? Cause I was shocked as a motherfucker. I was like, damn, I hadn't heard from her in hell. I met her when I was 15. I was like, damn, I ain't heard from her in hell. I was like, dawg, that's what's up. Uh, and then it wasn't what's up. Uh, and then it really wasn't what's up. So then it was like, oh shit. So I was fucking around, shit, cheating and shit, doing all kinds of other shit, man. I was trying to get the fuck up out of there, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bloop, 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 and then I dropped that shit right where I left it.
Mm.
Yep,
God
where I
damn.
met it.
God damn.
Man, appreciate you
Excuse
calling.
me.
That's straight. That's what's up. Like I said, it happens. And he was right. We've all been there. We've all fumbled a pass that you should have caught, and somebody else intercepted it. For sure. That's simply what's up. It has happened, and it may happen again. But that is what's up. But my thing is,
Yeah,
how do you feel after you fumble and somebody else pick it up? Mm.
gotta
Mad,
be a good punch.
Yeah, that's a gut
pissed
punch.
off. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. All that
frustrated.
work you done put in. Yup.
Yeah, a gentleman, an older gentleman, used to tell me, he said, let me tell you, and you talking to me and his son, you never fatten a chicken for the hawk. Now this was old school, but I always wondered what the hell is he talking about. But it's like you done treated her right, you done fed her, you done wined her, you done dined her, you done did all the things you needed to do, and somebody else turn around and get the girl. You done got her lovely. You got her dressing right. You got her looking good. You got her smelling good. You got her in a good headspace, and somebody swoop in there and take her from you. You done fat the chicken for the hog. Look at that.
Now they getting head. Look at that shit there.
So yeah, they getting all the goodies.
Oh shoot.
Damn. No, but I had a situation. This was when I was in the military. So go to the NCO club every I think Friday night. So this particular night, there was this well, I was an E4, so I was a specialist. So there was this sergeant, and me and her, we were cooks or whatever, and she pulled me out on the dance floor. She was like, "We're gonna dance tonight." So we danced like I want to say like 5, 6 songs. Right before they turned the lights on. So then I turned when they turned the lights on. I turned and I lost her in the crowd because it was a bunch of people. So I ain't think nothing of it. Got up the next morning, go to work. There was this other sergeant, and he was like, "T, I want to appreciate you." I said, "For what?" "Man, you got her primed
No,
up for me."
you said T.
I said, "Oh, yeah," because it went by my last name, Taylor. So they always call me T.
Oh, okay.
No,
Not
don't do that.
T.
Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't go there, sir. Don't go
I
there,
like
sir.
that.
I already know where you're
I
going.
like
No, but
that.
no, seriously though, because we didn't never go by like first names, so it was like last name or whatever. But yeah, and then he was just like, "Yeah, you got it ready for me." I said, "Oh, that's some bullshit." He
So you
watched, I
you
guess,
think
like
you
the
you done
last
got
couple
them underwear
songs.
all you got it had a dance, then got that thing all juicy and sweaty, and then you had to pass it off.
I turned
Ass
my
sweaty
back for
all
two
night long.
seconds, and she was gone. And she was gone after
Yeah,
that.
so
He,
okay,
he,
yeah.
he yeah, he scooped her.
So I mean, the only sad part about that is that you remind me of Stevie Wonder. He can't see anybody who he have sex with.
No, no,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
You said you were
Hmm.
in the
I see that shit. I'm like this one. I guess at that point, hey, bro, I was like this one dude
Yeah.
I was like that one dude that he called himself want to cheat but never consummate the deal and always get his ass whooped.
Mm,
That's what that was.
mm.
Get baseball bats to your truck, holes in your TV. Step Stepson trying to whoop your ass.
Oh
Just shit,
Lord.
just all fucked up.
That sound like another T story there.
And look, and then then the saddest part about it, I need somebody to come over here. He got a gun on me.
Mm,
What the heck is going on? He got a
mm.
How the hell you get in trouble for
Yeah.
thinking about cheating on somebody? You ain't did nothing. You just thought about it. Your ass still got in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Mm.
These are the words, and these are the words of J.
Me,
Rod.
me,
Oh goodness.
and now you
Oh
These are
fast
the
Lord.
forward
words of.
so many. You fast forward so many years later. You in a relationship, but your social media status say you not in a relationship.
Hey, what? So
Oh,
when you are not in a relationship, it just say SING. What is LE?
Yeah,
yeah.
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 Okay, so does it say relationship? Because I've been seeing that. I mean,
Relationship status.
well, both of I mean, from what I was told, both of them said they single.
Single. Okay. Okay.
I wonder if she looking for some Hercules.
Hercules.
Hercules, Hercules.
Oh
I
shit.
wonder if she looking for some nutty for professor.
Yeah.
He looking for some
Mm.
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh.
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 Whoa.
Mm.
I just caught that.
Yeah, I didn't
Whoa.
see that coming.
You know what I'm saying?
Brokeback
No.
Mountain.
So I'm confused. I'm confused right now because
Excuse me.
it's a bunch of people now fumble some pass. But
Yeah.
if you
Mm-hmm.
actually if you really look at it and you do the technical side of it, some people and somebody receive it could be a
What happened?
So I'm reconnected.
okay.
Okay, I see it now.
Oh, there you
I
go. He
see it.
back now.
Y'all are something else. I just want y'all
Like
to
I
know that.
It's never a good feeling, you know, after the fact. You done did the whining, you done did the dining, you done, poured, you done let her in the space places that you would normally let them in. And then, like I said, somebody else come on and reap the benefits. Because her heart is
Yeah.
tender now. She's receptive now. You
well
done did all that hard work, and at the end of the day, you lose out.
like and I gotta be reminded of a person that I said is my best friend, but really not my best friend. Denzel Washington hit it right on the head.
Mm.
King Kong
Ain't got nothing on me.
ain't got nothing
Hmm.
on me. That's where I go at with that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
But
All
it,
right.
it can't be a good feeling though.
Hey Dale, I forgot that since JP not here, you sure you don't want to do the D'Angelo slide?
No, man, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
I was wondering.
No D'Angelo slide for me.
I was
I'm
wondering if you
good.
wanted to be the
I'm good.
how can I feel? I was
And again, even though JP ain't with us, he's always with us in spirit and thought. He's our dude. JP is definitely
Oh
our
yeah.
dude. As a matter of fact, he was
Yeah.
really hyped on this topic
yeah
tonight.
he
I hate he can't be
matter of
here.
fact. Let me call him right now.
Mm.
Let me call him. Y'all keep talking. Watch
All right,
this.
because he was loving this topic. And
Yeah.
JP always got some stories, some Okinawa stories, and like I said, JP always got a spin to put on every episode.
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
So do either one of y'all have a example where y'all fumbled?
I fumble.
Uh,
Yeah, I
I
got
Yeah.
one.
well,
I got one senior week
go
at the
ahead, go ahead.
beach.
I'll give mine later.
Mm.
It was senior week at the beach. You know, me and such and such was there. And in our hotel it was two girls that were swimming in the pool. Anyway, we got them to come up. The one I was talking to really wasn't giving me no attention. So we walking them back. As we walking them back, we started talking about
Well, call me back.
college and all this other shit. So she started opening up. I was like, okay, so I'm working my way into it now. Get them back to their room, and literally, they had an ass of people in they fucking in their room. So
Mm-hmm.
we walking in, and his body's everywhere. It's dark. Next man I know, I lost a hand, and I couldn't find her in the
You
goddamn
lost it.
dark in the dark room. So I was like, shit. I had to go back outside. I was like, hey, I told the girl, hey, can you, hey? go get your friend right quick because I can't find her.
Damn. Damn.
I was trying not to step
Damn.
on nobody. We have been drinking too. I was fucked up. But yeah,
Man, you should have stepped on somebody. What's
should
that?
have. We're trying to
Yeah.
wake everybody up. That was a good 3 hour turnaround to get it
Hmm.
where it need to be. But you know,
Adele, you ain't never fumble anything?
Oh man, I yeah, for sure, for sure. Matter of fact, I even went to the wedding. So I'm sitting
Oh
there.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. You went to
I,
the wedding?
I went to the wedding. I'm sitting there in the cut, and the officiant's like, anybody have any cause for these two not to be united in holy matrimony? And I'm vibrating like, yeah, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. And I like, nah, I ain't gonna mess nothing up.
Hey, bro.
That fell on me.
Hey, bro. Not to interrupt you while you telling the story.
Yeah, man.
You say you were what?
I was at the wedding.
No, but before that, you say you were vibrating.
Yeah, man. I was vibrating. I was gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna throw my hand up.
No.
It's like,
No,
nah.
you
Yeah, I ain't
can't
gonna
say
I
do that.
think it's
vibrating.
the
I'm prideful.
vibrating part.
Yeah.
Can't say
I think it was
vibrating.
the vibrating
Okay.
part.
Okay.
You can't
X
look.
that out then.
No, because if you said they're vibrating, a lot of people take that shit out of.
Well, no, don't take
You
it
got
that way.
you got to remember now.
The dictionary messed me up.
But the alphabet is full up with
Okay, got you.
a different kind
Okay.
of people.
I
You
was
know,
anticipating saying something. How about that?
but you gotta you also, brother. I love everybody here, but you guys got to be very careful
With the words.
because this month right here is a very special month for my cousin.
Wow.
So
It's
Pride
Pride
was it
Month.
Pride Month?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Pride Month.
Well, I can't
yeah.
be prideful.
So my cousin called me today. He said, "Can I be a part of your podcast?" I said, "Hell no."
Wow.
But it's
Wow.
Pride Month though.
Wow.
I said, "You ain't fumble nothing." I said, "You receive a lot, but
Yeah,
you
he's
ain't
a
fumble."
receiver. Yeah,
You
yeah.
yeah
He a wide receiver.
Oh damn.
Okay,
Oh
he a
damn.
wide receiver.
he's a defensive back.
Oh
He like
damn.
one of them outposts. Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
god.
He
He
went
like do them button hooks.
yeah
All right.
he
Yeah. He like run a post pattern. I'm gonna run a post pattern. All right.
he
Run
went
a button hook. And I ain't gonna, you gotta use the right terminology.
he always
Hey,
waiting on the coach.
so
Yeah. Just put me in, coach.
so what
He
you
always he
Put
always
me
so
in and put it in.
so
Put me.
so what y'all
He
saying?
don't say put
He's a
me in, coach. He said
specialist.
put it in, coach.
and he always
So what you
look.
saying is, hey, so you saying he a specialist at the tush push? That what you saying?
Look, my, look, he said he called me today. He said, um, "Hey, you guys doing the podcast tonight?" And I said, "No." He said, "You're lying." And I said, "No." He said, "So you guys are not doing the podcast tonight?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "So which one is it? Are you guys doing a podcast tonight?" And I said, "No." He said, "Are you lying again?" I said, "No." I said, "We can't be going back and forth with this." Okay. So I asked him, I said, "I can't let you be a part of my podcast tonight because the only reason why I can't let you, because you would turn it out.
Yeah.
He would turn, I mean, look, he would turn it out. But Charlie, I love you, bro.
Mm.
I love you, Charlie, aka
Wide
Char-
receiver.
Charletta.
Charlotte. Oh, okay. Charlene. Put it in, coach. I want to fumble. Don't put me in, coach. Just put it in, coach. Oh Lord.
I received everything that was
That's it.
welcome to
So
me tonight.
if you throw it to me, I'm gonna catch it.
So
I'm gonna receive it.
can I be the wide receiver? Oh heck yeah, you can be. Oh, how about you just be the center tonight? Hike.
But don't forget what receive. Don't forget what the center is.
Yeah, he.
He right behind the quarterback, even from the quarterback. I be the center. I'm, and you got to put your hand up under the net. And nah,
Yeah,
that's his perfect position. You got your hands under his nut. and you got no, he be too happy with that.
That's right.
That's it. Boy, that's a happy son. I want to be that Santa.
But you know what? But if you think about it,
We
we
got
all
and
we
we want
all
a long count. We want a 10 count. We want a real long. We gonna draw them off sides. No, you got to get closer. I can get you the ball fast. Yeah, I don't do that. Oh no. I promise you, they like, whatever we want to try to we want you to be the center. Not today. No, sir.
I never be the
I'll be
center.
the guard. I'll
No,
be the tackle.
but I
I'll
tell
be
you
the
this,
tight end.
I
I
ain't
ain't doing that.
look, two
Oh
No,
position
shoot.
two position I'm never ever
I
gonna
ain't
be.
doing that.
I ain't gonna be a center,
No.
and I ain't receiving anything. So
There you go.
I'm never gonna be a wide receiver.
Well, no, like I said,
No,
yeah,
no,
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 yeah,
no. Think about it.
yeah.
Cause you're a wide receiver, you want the ball all the time. So think about it. So you want my ball all the time. I'm gonna throw my balls a couple times to you. And you wide. Look, how about you be wide open?
Mm.
You get what
Oh goodness. Oh
Gotcha.
yeah.
you get you get what I'm going at that. So if you wide open, how about you receive this pass?
Mm.
Huh? Huh? I got something for you. How about you receive all these balls that I'm gonna be throwing at you?
Oh Lord. Now,
I,
now I'm fear. Cause like I said,
hey,
if
when we
we get this twisted, we gonna
Yeah.
get it really twisted. What's up, brother?
but we got JP on the line tonight.
Can you turn your volume up, son?
Hey JP, how you doing today?
How are you all doing?
We
And we
doing
doing,
fine.
man. We
Look,
You're doing well.
have look have you ever fumbled a pass that somebody intercept?
No, I don't normally fumble fast. Normally the tricks I used to do with fumble fast. So they fumble fast.
mm.
Come on, G.
So 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 we
Yeah.
you ain't never.
No. And most of the time I don't finish.
So you
Most of the time I see them.
so you dump the woman first.
Hey, I've always felt them fast. But they get to running mouth and saying a little too much, I'll be like, okay, this is over. I said, I'm going out to my car. I'll drop my That's what I used to do. I say, hold on a minute, I gotta get something out my car. Because most of the time, if I didn't get out there trying to fight, you know, what you call, all of that drama. And I would and I tell them I'm going out to the car to get some.
So so JP, right quick before I let you go, man. I know that you're about to go to work.
Yeah,
So have you ever thought about P Diddy and them?
you know I am. So what? You know, because it's in the news each and every day. But you know, everybody knew that P. Diddy was a ruthless cat. Something that's been going on. He wasn't in it by himself.
No, no.
That's got more money than P. Diddy at the top. That's just as guilty as he is. And the only reason this come about, I think, was they got pissed off when P. Diddy sued them. What is it? Dealing with his liquor.
Yeah, that liquor company.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that killer.
fellas.
That's right. That's a rock.
Yes, sir. When he got them, giving them a hard time, in their mind, giving them a hard time about his right. Perhaps it was probably cheating him. He's probably not getting away the royalties he was supposed to be getting off. I'm sure he sells a lot of alcohol. Uh, and so I think that's what that was retaliation for.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we look, brother. We ain't gonna hold you up tonight. We know that you on your way going to work and all that stuff like that, and we really appreciate you. But last thing I gotta say to you, brother. Make make sure you hold the steering wheel tight because someone's gonna did somebody's gonna diddy you.
Make the steering wheel go. We got to close this off now.
Love you too, brother. Peace. Yes, sir.
Oh shoot! Oh, we got a message.
Okay.
Yeah, fella, I'm gonna tell y'all this though. Oh, I was so much better after all of that. I mean, whoever got that one, good luck. Straight up. That's a pass. And I'm gonna tell you right there, I fumbled it. But whoever catch that mother is boy. Hey, hey, they gonna need therapy, bro. They gonna need
Mm.
something after that, cause some people, boy, they just need to be by themselves, bro. They don't know what they doing with people, so they need a blow up something. They need all the toys in the world they could think of, bro. They need some shit like that. They don't need an actual person for real in their lives because they don't know what to do with a person. They fuck around, break them. You know what I'm saying? But not me.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? In all honesty, we all done like I can honestly say I don't fumble a couple bags. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
sure.
And when you fumble bags, they actually make you better as a person. You know what I'm saying? Either if it's like finances or with a woman and all this stuff like that.
Hmm. But and it don't have to always be with a relationship.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got a decent job opportunity, and you decide you don't want it, and somebody else jump on it and turn it into something. Like I said, this buyer's remorse. I should have did it. You can always afterthought think yourself, but at the end of the day, like I said again, you fumble.
But you
And you got to keep pressing on.
but you know what's so funny about that and what's so right about what you just said is that like we all got an opportunity, right?
Yep.
So when you think about the job and you got an opportunity to actually, so these people come to you, and I'm not calling, I'm just saying these people. I'm not saying black, white, but these people.
Hmm.
They'll come to you and say, hey, Arnold, we got this new job opening for you. Do you want it? They don't actually explain the part of the job. They don't explain the requirement of the job. They don't explain all the logistic of the job.
Hmm.
They just think that you gonna be an ideal fit for the job.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So then when you think about the job, you're like, man, I want that job, man. It's gonna pay a certain amount of money
Hmm.
because I done seen this. I done seen it on Indeed. I done seen it on
Yeah. Yeah.
LinkedIn that is paying a certain amount of money. And they said, hey Arnold, that job only paying $15 an hour. What the heck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's I mean, like
Hmm.
you gonna fumble the bag like that
But
too.
you couldn't
You know what I'm
get
saying?
all the information.
Because you got all the information, but they actually they sidestepping you. They
Yeah.
know that you're a good employee, but they ain't want to pay you the money like others.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
understand.
Yeah. I
But you
know I
got to be
fumbled
mindful
about
too.
two or
I,
three of
I
them
think that's a
jobs
part of getting
before.
all the information before you accept.
Huh?
Hmm. I said, oh no, I was just saying that. Yeah, I know I fumbled about two or three jobs before that I had the opportunity. I decided not to take them.
But
And
why
like
didn't
Dale
you
was saying,
take
you
it though,
you have
bro?
that. Why didn't I? I was betting on
Yep.
myself in that current situation I was in. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Mm.
And then as the years go on, you be like, oh shoot. Matter of fact, me and Gerard, I was just telling Gerard about it, about two of them. Matter of fact, I was like, that opportunities that I just let go past me because I decided to bet on myself at where I was at.
But I think we
Hindsight, I
all done
probably would
been
do it
there.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
And, and and that's just it. Hindsight. Hindsight. Like what? I should have took it up. You know. I should have maybe stayed where I was or kept old girl. or kept the position,
But
or
think, but think about it, brother. I mean, like we all are worth something when it comes down to
yeah,
money. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yes.
So if you think that, so think about what you working at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be making more than 15, $16 an
An
hour,
hour.
right?
Yep. Yep.
Somebody else above you making like 18, $19 an hour,
And ain't
but
doing as much
they
work.
ain't doing as much work.
Yep.
We all privy for that
Yeah.
conversation. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? To have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't fumble the bag. I think the people that's above us fumble the bag. Now, when you come down to like ladies and gentlemen and all this stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, I think that we all done, you know, it's just like when you meet your first significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every single one of us probably got a story to tell about our
Sure.
first person that we met.
And that
You know what
might
I'm
be
saying?
the topic of our next
Shoot,
conversation.
man, we
Yeah.
thought that person was
That was it.
the
She the one.
diamond in the
That's
eyes and
it.
all that stuff
That's
like
it.
that, but something happened that
Yeah.
actually changed that relationship. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Now that person or you got more kids than the norm. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I mean, each and every single person I fumble the bag. But when we talk about finances and all the stuff like that,
Yeah.
a lot of us hadn't had the opportunity to show our potential.
Yeah. Good point.
We didn't
Good
have
point.
we never ever had our opportunity. And then it's always a Isaac, Jeremiah. No, let me get it right. It's always a Billy, Bob,
Ray
and
Ray.
Thornton.
Pooh.
And no, ain't because I'm talking about the different colors right now.
Yeah. True. True.
I can't call him Ray
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 Ray Ray
Pookie.
Black.
Yeah. Yeah. And Pookie Black.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying how it happens. You know what I mean? We sit there and we give our blood and we give our
Sweat.
tears and we
Tears.
give our like you said sweat,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's still not enough.
Ain't enough.
But then somebody else and then
With half the
look
effort,
and
come in.
and not to take over the conversation because we can keep going on about this. But what get me the most is the people that don't do enough, that still got their job. How long you were here, Harry? I was here 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
God dang, Harry was here 20 years and he ain't did nothing
Ain't
yet.
did nothing 20 years, but he maintained. He did just enough.
And you sitting there, you the one who like, and not to use your job, Gerard, or your job, Ro, or your job,
Yeah.
Dale, or my job. No, I mean, think about it. Gerard, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
You cut more meat than Harry.
Yeah.
Or you put out more chips, or you put more drinks out, or
Mm-hmm.
you do more conference call, or I
Mm-hmm.
do more this or that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Harry still got his job.
Yeah. And thriving.
And then the minute that we say that we want to actually sit there and we're gonna be off.
Be like, yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna be off.
Now
They're
it's a
like,
problem.
no, 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 you can't be off.
Yeah.
Well, Harry gonna take no. Harry don't know you're responsible. But god dang, Harry the one who supposedly trained me. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
hmm
I'm getting at. So
Take
we don't.
fumble the ball.
We don't. Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
we
Somebody
we
done fumble the ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody who hire us fumble the ball and let Harry
Yeah.
or Jocelyn or
Mm-hmm.
Nicaragua or
Wow.
Takira
Uh-huh. Or tequila. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Totally TT or
Woo.
Whoa. Whoa.
Woo.
Wow.
Here we
I
go.
I just
Didn't see
say
that.
that, man.
Didn't see that one.
But y'all get what I'm trying to go at with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
it's a lot of fumbles that happen,
Yeah.
and it never benefit us. But guess what? You know what? And I'm gonna leave it alone after I say this. J. Rod, Ro, Dell, G Man, don't show up to work tomorrow. I bet your phone will be blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
I know mine
Now,
will.
but if the other person don't show up to work tomorrow, they
Nothing said.
phony. They look.
Said.
I call out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? You call out 2 o'clock? Man, you know you're supposed to be at work. I can't even call out. They gonna call me and say, man, you gotta take a vacation day. You gonna have to take a personal day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happened to the other person?
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
We just
like
don't.
sometimes like, and I go off script sometimes, but you know what? I think that we are some hard working African American men. That's all I gotta say.
We're wired
And
that way.
And that's why, because we were trained by our parents.
Exactly.
Our parents
Exactly.
taught us that. That's why I keep going at it. Parents, when you see your mom and dad working hard, or your dad, or you and all the stuff like that, you like, man, my work ethic come from my dad.
I want to say this. I grew up in New Jersey. I grew up with parents. My dad had a third grade education. Mom had a seventh grade education. But what I did see,
What you had?
man, I college degree.
That's
I
right.
got a
So
bachelor's.
you add all that up. Guess what you end up having?
You know, together they had a 10th grade education.
And then when you add what you need to add, it was a college degree.
But at the same token, my work ethic came from seeing them get up and go every day.
Exactly.
They would get up when they were sick. They would get up when they felt well. We lived in New Jersey. They would get up and have to dig themselves out of a foot or so of snow just to get their cars out so they could go to work and be on time. They were shoveling snow in the dark so they could get up and go to work and be at work on time. It's the work ethic, you know. So like I said again, and again, I bring it back to our conversation. You know, I didn't fumble any balls in that regard because, like I said again, I learned.
Whoa. No. Ain't never ever said fumble balls.
What's a
Oh
ball?
gosh.
No.
Oh gosh.
The topic ain't never said fumble the ball.
What's the topic?
The topic says that have you ever fumbled a pass?
Or pass? Or what passes the ball?
You
What are you passing?
but you ain't never
What
fumbled.
are you passing?
But you ain't never fumbled the ball.
What are you passing though?
No, but don't fumble.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the ball. I
Thank
mean,
you. Okay. I'm secure in mine.
I just want to make sure because I don't want nobody to actually sit there and say,
Oh no,
"Hey,
no, no. But I'm secure in mine. I don't care how it got out, but I'm secure with me. But from the pass, what you passing them? Okay.
I just don't want
What were you
nobody.
passing though?
I just don't want nobody to say you."
Yeah, I got you. We good.
You know
But yeah.
when you said the balls, I was like,
That's it. But when we pass it though,
You gotta pass something. Are you
You
I
got
mean
the ball.
the
you
woman,
passing
So
the
you
ball.
got to
Yeah.
pass
the
the
oh
ball.
shoot,
woman, or the woman, or the man, or you know what I'm saying, the job.
Job,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying?
For clarity's sake, we understand. I got you. Thank you for the
Yeah,
clarification.
I just don't.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because anytime you put anything with balls and all that stuff like that, you got some of these lurkers.
Oh,
These lurkers
but
that
like I
sit there.
said, I'm secure with mine.
Yeah,
Lurkers will get hurt.
yeah. Them lurkers that
Yeah,
sit
lurkers
there
will get hurt.
and they'll sit there.
Yeah, you lurk all you want, you'll get hurt.
They'll be on a mini vacation
That's
with
what.
you.
Yeah,
They'll be
yeah.
like, and then look once again. Let me say this: nothing against anything right now. What I'm about to say, but it's Pride Month. So when he was saying that he's passing, not fumbling any balls.
Y'all are so wrong. I just want y'all to know. Y'all are so wrong. Y'all are so wrong.
hey, we got another message.
All right.
Oh, okay. I got one then. Okay. So one bag I fumbled in, right? I met her back when we was kids. We kind of pretty much technically grew up together. Like when I was 3, she was a baby. So I was looking at her in the stroller type shit. So we grew up in the church together type shit. She grew up in out, bro. She had everything. Plickety plow, plickety plume, right? Plickety plyow, you know what I'm saying, on the facial tip. So I was like, dude, I was interested. So I lo and behold found out she was interested in me. So we started getting together and everything like that. And then man, I fucked around and took the baby mama on. And I said, damn. And then she grew up and became a brain surgeon.
mm,
Damn.
that's
Mm.
that's deep right there.
Damn.
Yeah,
That
that's
is.
deep. Yeah,
Damn.
man.
That was a straight up. That was a straight pick six. Back to
Yeah,
the house.
yeah. That's
That was a
lottery.
pick
Yeah,
six.
that's a
Yeah.
lottery ticket right there.
We got one more.
Okay. All right. Renaissance.
It's pride, but proud of what?
Mm,
Minnesota, I love you, man.
yeah.
I was
He
think
keep it simple.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
proud of proud of what? There you
I
go.
was thinking the same thing, but
Ain't nothing. Well, like I said again, it's their pride.
so what is pride though?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess like I said, you have to have one to define it for themselves.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll look at the Urban Dictionary.
Mm.
Here we go. This
Yeah,
is gonna be
don't let them
priceless.
go to the dictionary.
This is gonna
Yeah.
be priceless.
Don't let them go to the dictionary.
So y'all keep talking while I look at
Right, look
pride
at the pride.
in Urban Dictionary style.
Mm. But Renaissance, excellent point, man. Yeah, that's a good point. Ain't no ladies out there tonight. Are they just listening? Because some ladies out there done fumbled too. Then let some good brothers get away.
I just looked it up. That shit is gonna be so goddamn funny. I'm sorry. That shit is gonna be so funny.
Mm. He's still looking.
No,
Got it.
Gerard, I got it, but go ahead.
You
Go
got it
ahead.
too.
Yeah, go ahead and explain.
All right, in the Urban Dictionary, Pride Month. Pride Month. First off, these are not the views of Run and Tell That podcast. This is what they say in the Urban Dictionary. Pride Month is a bunch of fruits running around in the streets waving flags with colors on them. They have a lot of different kinds of people. There is the people who like children, the people um, who like people who over sexualize everyone and everything. People that are just there to support the ones there because they choose to support themselves, and a bunch of other things that are just the same damn thing. Normal gay. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be the sentence. Normal gay dude. Hey, it's Pride. It's Pride Month. Child predator. Oh, cool. I'll be there. Person who thinks they are an animal. I'm gonna piss in the street
Oh, what?
in front of minors. The kid
What?
whose mom made him go is that crown covered in AIDS and pot. Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, that's
That's
yeah,
All
that's
right.
yeah,
aggressive.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let
yeah. Urban Dictionary.
That's Urban
Oh,
Dictionary.
so let,
That's not Run
yeah.
and Tell It. That's
so
Urban Dictionary.
so once again,
Oh,
like
We
oh.
like
reference that.
like Gerard said, this is not from this is
Run and
not
Tell It.
from Run and Tell
Yeah,
That.
that's Urban.
But Urban Dictionary also said that gay person, it's finally Pride Month. I get to sprinkle in your mouth.
Oh, damn. See. Mm-mm.
Pride Month is a holy.
Uh-uh.
It's just like a
Boy, y'all gonna.
holiday.
Oh, this is not gonna go well.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What else to say?
Hey, look, sorry, but I don't make this stuff up. It's Urban Dictionary. It
Nah,
says
no, it's the Urban Dictionary.
Pride
It
Month
ain't us.
is a holy holiday
Mm-mm.
to celebrate the LGBTQ and all the other alphabet that comes with it,
Mm.
community, and our history, and all that we have achieved in the past decade. A lot of people go to Pride parades to celebrate or to do something at home. Or this is a question. Random guy, it's finally Pride Month. Can't wait to go to the Pride Parade to get some D.
Mm. Again, and for the last and final time, that is the Urban Dictionary definition. It is not connected with Run and Tell It. Wow. Go get some D. Damn. Yeah, and that D don't mean damn. I'm. There we
Another part of
there we go.
another part of Pride Month is that the month is which the queer community
Mm.
and all forms gather together to celebrate. So this is the wording. It's not my wording. It says I can't wait for Pride Month so I can get some D or some donkey. some
Mm,
dog,
mm,
some D.
mm.
That's what it says. And once again, we just pass along information from
Because
Urban
I've been
Dictionary.
laughing the whole time. That's why I'm muted. You know what though? I feel like after this episode, I'm gonna be like, you know what? It was a pleasure being on stereo. We got to move on.
And you know what, you know what's so funny? And this the look, one of the questions inside the Urban Dictionary said random guy. It's look, I'm gonna say it in the most respectful way. Random guy. It's family Pride Month.
Mm.
I can't wait to go to the parade. What parade? The D parade. Random guy. Where is straight month?
Mm, mm, mm.
10 months of the year because 1 month is Black Month.
So straight month, 10 months, gay pride 1 month,
Black
and
Month.
African American month 1. Jeez. Oh well, here we go.
Shit.
I'm about ready for the final thought now.
Oh god.
Hey, real quick, y'all check the group chat. But yeah, it's about that. It's about that time. Dale, you want
Oh
to do your final thought first?
Man, I thought I did, but Greg done checked me and redirected me. So, like I said, man, I think
Y'all
everybody
check the
has
group chat.
fumbled, but I ain't gonna say
yeah.
ball. Everybody has fumbled something along the way. So, like I said again, just get over it. Like I said again, there gonna be some other opportunities along the way. But like I said again, I cannot close without thanking every listener. Sorry we didn't get many female listeners because they done did it too. But again, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and like I said, looking forward to the next show.
My final thought is this.
Mm,
You know, every time I think about the 12 months,
mm, mm,
and at the end of the 12 months, I also think about the 365 days.
mhm.
There cannot be another run and tell that without you finding out that Gerard don't have no underwear on.
Jesus. Here we go.
What the hell I got to do with anything?
Now you know with that I'm done. You know that, right? Dale out.
Oh man, what that got to do with anything?
Yeah, I'm just
What do
saying.
I got to do with this situation? And yes, I do have underwear on. I don't know why y'all put that out there.
We
He
just gotta
said
we gotta tell them.
because
But that's my final thought. I mean, look, on a serious note, man. Look, I need everybody to pay attention to what's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's going on.
It is.
That we if we don't pay attention as people, we're gonna be left out.
Here we
So
are.
I actually need everybody to catch on because if you don't catch on, you're gonna muster it out.
Mm, I like that. If you don't catch up, go bust it out.
It's a lot going.
Yeah, I got to
But
catch
that's
up now.
but that's my final thought. And then
If
you know
not,
what?
then must it out.
And muster it up. But I was just picking on Gerard just to see. I mean,
Yeah.
don't pay no.
Bro, I got draws on.
Yeah, he keep. No,
Yeah.
you got to think about it.
Mm.
Gerard just like a football player.
He in the center though.
No, but he got
He in a
the
tight end.
what you call them football players where they got the jock strap. Gerard keep a jock strap, just keep it tight. He keep everything tight. You got
I don't know if that's good or not, bro.
he keep it tight.
I don't
I
like
like
y'all
that one.
analogy. I don't like that analogy at all.
Yeah, I
We're
yeah, I
gonna go
feel
ahead
yeah,
and
that's bro. Yeah, you got to work on that one.
he,
Got a
he
jock
said he
yeah.
like
strap
to
on.
keep it.
But
He like to
that's
keep
my
it
You
final.
packed
know, with a
in
jock strap
like
on,
a,
your ass
UPS
still ass
package.
out.
That is true.
That
Okay,
is
With a
true.
no.
jock strap on, you still ass out.
That is true.
Wow,
I'm just,
wow,
We just picking on Gerard. We love Gerard.
always, always. He's like,
bro, you
like
gotta.
that, like that little brother. We can pick on him all day long, but can't nobody else mess with him.
No. We ain't gonna allow
Yeah.
I
that.
ain't allow that.
You hear that?
Now
Mm.
he did. He did say he like to have the jock strap on while he's singing Prince, Adore.
Oh, Darling Nikki.
He said, "Darling."
Forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Bro, you got a final thought?
I mean, honestly, just to piggyback off of what G Man said, it's a lot going on out in the world. So listen up, Jack. Swans also get hungry. So it's okay to
Well,
pass a couple shells so they can get back to the beach.
You know what, that one I'm done rolling. I'm done. Y'all keep smoking some serious shit over there. I'm done. I'm gonna leave that one. That one just too
All right.
wild.
Well, all right. Well, I don't have a final thought, but and I'm gonna say what July 29th we'll be doing a show from Charleston, South Carolina, where we'll be at Dukes and Boots, and
yes, sir.
we'll be there interviewing people, hopefully. So that's what we got, planned for the 29th. But we want to thank everyone that listened, people that left messages. We appreciate everyone that'll be listening later on.
Yes, sir.
Um, JP is with us in spirit. He'll be back with us next week, and
Check out the
we're
website.
out. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting about the website. Yeah, you can check out the website.
Yes.
Run and Tell That Podcast on podium.com. And where you can get all 80 something episodes. You can leave us messages, all type of stuff.
Request to
Hey,
be on the
hey, hey,
show.
And huh?
right quick, we got a new logo coming out and all the stuff like that. So we're gonna start
Oh yeah.
And we might start
advertise.
some merch after a
You know,
while too.
yeah, we're gonna start
Hmm.
advertising our new logo and all the stuff like that.
We should have a new logo by the time we hit Charleston.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're excited about that.
But go ahead, Gerard. Sorry about that.
Hmm.
Oh no. That was stuff that I forgot. I forgot to even mention that stuff. But like I said, we appreciate everyone that's listening. We'll be back next week, next
Yes, sir.
Friday night, and we are out.
Peace.
Because the cream rise to the top, not like turtle soup.
What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?